Because I noticed that the meters that are being installed they're not in houses in consecutive order. They're kind of like one here, one there. What's the reason for that?
Um, I don't. There's the meter replacement program, which
Yeah.
should actually be more in consecutive order, but
Yeah.
we do still operate our business as usual. And so in any given year, we're replacing 35 to 45,000 meters. So,
Yeah.
and those meters are being replaced for a variety of different reasons, and that's still happening. So if
Okay.
you see a situation where meters appear to be out of order, it's more than likely a normal operation.
Well, the smart meters I'm referring to specifically.
Every meter that has to be replaced for a business reason is getting a smart meter, because
Yeah.
that's what our warehouses
But they're
have.
not just going in and doing one neighborhood, for example, and then doing another.
They're doing it by billing, by meter reading route.
Oh, I see.
And
Okay.
so, but it will still be consecutive premises generally. So smart meters, as we're coming in and replacing them, will generally be,
Yeah.
a street anyway. It'll be
Okay, yeah.
consecutive houses. But if you're seeing skipped houses, it's probably because we had to replace a meter for a different reason.
Oh, I see.
They're getting a smart meter because that's our standard. But,
Yeah.
But it would be a
Okay.
different business driver.
Yeah. Now, has there been a lot of resistance nation or province-wide of people refusing them?
What we're finding is, I said that we have about 330,000 meters installed, and what we're finding is greater than 99% of our customers are accepting of the smart meters.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, we have customers that have questions, and we allow them to, our commitment is to talk to those customers. So
Yeah,
we will
okay.
put the work order temporarily on hold, and we will talk to each of those customers. But more than 99% of our customers are taking the meters.
Now, Hydra has said in twice, at least that I know of, once here in Merritt, that if people refuse the meters, we won't give them one. And then at the same time, Hydra's saying that you can't opt out. So that seems contradictory. What's the deal on that?
What we say is that if you have concerns about your meter, you can contact us, you can tell us you want to continue the conversation.
Yeah.
We will respect that, and we will temporarily put your meter on hold, your meter work order on hold, and we will continue the dialogue. And so we are talking to those customers. We have a dedicated...
So the continued dialogue is to convince the person. It's not to give them an option.
What we find is that customers have questions, and for a good number of those customers, we can answer their questions. We can help put things in context, address questions or concerns that they have.
Yeah.
We can talk about relocating the meter if that is something that gives them more comfort.
Yeah.
We can talk about different ways to provide customers, and it depends what their question is, and not every customer's concerns are the same.
Yeah.
And so we really need to understand those on a one-to-one basis, and so we're having that conversation
Okay, 'cause
with customers.
We've read that there's been 2 meters that were removed, smart meters that were removed due to the person's having health effects.
We have not removed any meters.
Okay.
We have not uninstalled any meters at this point.
Okay. And just one other thing. They had a smart meter presentation here by a coalition. Do you believe that the human body is electrical?
Oh, it goes beyond my sphere of knowledge.
Yeah, because they were showing that the body is electrical and that it runs on its own frequency. That's, they say, incompatible with electromagnetic fields from smart meters, for example.
Yeah, you're asking me to speculate in a domain. I haven't seen that information.
So you don't believe that the humans are electrical?
I don't know if that it's a belief or not. I just don't know.
Because
a lot
when
about
nerves and neurons
Yeah.
send signals, those aren't electrical?
Oh, again, you're asking me to go to. I'd have to look at that.
Too technical?
Information.
Yeah.
Well, it's just not my domain knowledge.
Okay.
There's a lot of different radio frequency type of devices that
Yeah.
are out there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any research that shows any kind of linkage between the body's electro frequency and what's happening. I haven't seen any of that.
But you
not
do
my
think
domain.
you think the body is electrical?
You're asking me to speculate on
Okay.
something that that's not my
Okay.
domain knowledge.
Yeah.
Was this a hands up to ask me a question?
Well, if I may interject, I think what the speaker at the last meeting we attended was saying is that within Safety Code 6, etc., that those regulations were not written keeping in mind that we do have electrical impulses in our bodies. And he felt that that was, I guess, something missing in
Yeah.
terms of
So I think that's a
regulation
question
regarding
for
frequencies.
the medical community. So I would direct a question like that to the Chief Medical Officer of British Columbia, or your local medical office. I think the World Health Organization has papers that they put out on those topics. That's where, you know, I'd suggest you go to have a look at what they would comment on something like that.
But in BC Hydro's view, Safety Code 6 is appropriate and is being adhered to.
Yes, Safety
For
Code
safety
6 is
purposes.
what, Health Canada is what governs us, and I think I shared with you tonight that not only are we well compliant with Health Canada's Safety Code 6, but we are actually less than half a percentage point of that standard. So we are half a percentage point of Health Canada Safety Code 6, and we're less than 50% of the strictest standard that we could find in the world. So from our perspective, we've benchmarked against authorities that have done their work, and we know that we're benchmarking significantly below that.
Yeah.
It's up to them. They're the experts in their business.
Do you know where the smart grid, smart meter idea came from? Like, where the idea came from? Did BC Hydro just wake up one day and go, "Okay, let's put in smart meters"? Where did it?
What was the drivers behind
The grid
this?
and the meter, the whole concept. Yeah.
Well, it's a natural evolution in the utility business for a long time. You know, it evolves from solving different business problems. In our case, we were looking at, we're actually looking to improve our meter accuracy because, you know, we do have to comply with Measurement Canada. So about 10 years ago, we were looking at how do we improve our meter accuracy. We talked a lot about the energy loss that we have from the system and the operation and efficiency we need. Theft, we were looking at, we saw the theft of power starting to increase, so we wanted to solve that business problem. And so we had some business problems, and the industry, you know, it's constantly, the utility industry is, like any industry, is constantly evolving.
Yeah, Bill Vanderzam, I don't know if you know, but he said that, you know, one day we might be governed from Brussels, Belgium, because the grid will be this kind of world government type stuff. What do you say to stuff like that? Will we one day be governed out of Brussels, Belgium?
Yeah, that's really not my area of expertise.
But how do you respond to complaints of such a nature about, you know, the spread of electricity or its sale to other places?
Globalization.
When people
using
bring
the
that
grid.
up to you.
I talk about what we're doing. What we're doing is, you know, looking out for what our job is to deliver safe, reliable electricity, keep the rates low. We're the third lowest rates in North America. We want to keep it that way. Use our sources of electricity, keep it green, and serve the people of British Columbia.
Yeah.
That's my mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But down the road, like, it wouldn't be this merging of, like, Rob was mentioning of the North American Union, kind of a precursor to that, or something even bigger than that?
Smart metering program is about British Columbia.
Because, like, my question earlier was, where did it come from? No one seems to say, like, did all the countries around the world are doing the smart metering program? Do they all come together and wake up one day coincidentally and say, yeah, let's put in smart meters?
Well, the early adopters of smart metering and smart grid technology was Australia and New Zealand. And if you look at those locations, they have a strong conservation ethic. They have competitive markets. And they have a shortage of electricity generation capacity, right?
Yeah.
Australia doesn't have a lot of hydro. So they're solving business problems, and smart metering, smart grid is a way to solve those business problems and meet the demand on our electricity futures.
Yeah.
And that's what I think if you talk to us, if you talk to other utilities that are doing it, then what you're going to hear is these are our business problems, and this is how we're solving our business problems.
Right.
Because that's what our job is.
But as far as the trend towards integration, globalization, you don't have any thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not. The smart meter is about measuring the consumption of electricity for our customers so that we can plan and deliver quality and safe power to our customers.
Yeah.
It's really not. That's our mission.
We gotta go.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Thanks for your time.